Testing, 1, 2, 3, 4. Testing, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello, everyone. I'm recording this on not my current phone. My current phone is charging. I just got done playing Minecraft. So, like a video or two ago, I made a video about horror news, mostly Friday the 13th, but other horror news. Then, after that, I learned about the Nightmare on Elm Street movie coming. So I made a video about that and ranting about how Friday the 13th has had a dry spell. Freddy's had it worse, but now we're finally getting it. But it's coming from Paramount, and people are a little worried about that because apparently Paramount has been making some major flops in the horror scene recently. But I was just pointing out the irony that Freddy and Jason were on opposite sides, and now they switched, kind of. Damn. So they have the rights to the original screenplay belongs to Wes Craven Estate, and Wes Craven Estate teamed up with Paramount to make the next movie instead of New Line. But I'm guessing New Line still owns their version of Freddy, like their interpretation of the character, both the Robert Englund version and the Jackie Earle Haley version. So if they want to make a movie or something using that version of the character, using Robert Englund's likeness and Jackie Earle Haley's likeness, they got the rights. But I'm guessing Paramount will own this new whatever actor they choose to play this version of Freddy. That's what I'm guessing. Or maybe New Line just doesn't have Freddy at all anymore, which is still a crazy, crazy thing to me. Holy crap. But we'll see. I'll look more into it. Maybe I'll ask on Reddit what the deal is. I might make a post right after this video, but that's not what this video is about. So, another bit of horror news that I missed. I've been focusing on Halloween, Jason, and Freddy, but I missed out. I've been sleeping on Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which is almost 60 years old now. Damn, it's almost 60. The movie's like 52. It's like 8 years away. But this franchise, unlike the others, which pumped out sequel after sequel, taking a little break, but then sequel, Texas Chainsaw has never been a sequel pumping machine. It's always been slow. So even though the franchise is almost 60 years old now, it's only had 9 movies. Friday the 13th had 9 movies within its first 13 years. It's crazy. So they take their time with them, but you would think that means they take their time with movies. Their movies would be good. A lot of Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies aren't good, but that's neither here nor there. Point is, it's crazy. So when I first got into horror and I first started learning about horror, there wasn't that many Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies. There was only like 6. And then I remember seeing the 7th one, Texas Chainsaw 3D, in theaters. I was only like 13 or 12 or 13 at the time. I had to be there with my mom. But still, I got to see it in theaters. So that's something. But the point is, they're making a new Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie, and possibly a Texas Chainsaw TV show, which has never happened. But it's about damn time. Jason, Friday the 13th, didn't. The original show from the 80s didn't have Jason in it, but you know what I mean, the franchise as a whole. Friday the 13th has a show. It's getting another one. Freddy had a show. Chucky has a show. Scream had a show. Halloween was going to get a show, but they changed their minds and are going to make another movie instead. But a show could still be in the works. So it seems like every great horror slasher gets a show eventually. Did Pinhead have a show? I don't think so. Evil Dead got a show. That's not a slasher, though. The main focus of the Evil Dead movies is Ash, not the monsters. This is weird. he keeps getting lumped in with all the monsters, even though he's not the monster of the movie. Yeah, it's neither here nor there. Point is, they're making another movie. It's in the works. I don't know when it's going to come out, but it's coming. And guess who is making this movie and possible show? A24. A24 is just making everything now. They got Backrooms. They got Jason. They got Has Been Hotel. They got a bunch of original stuff that's popping off pretty good. I swear, Blumhouse was killing it with their movies, and then they started making a few flops. They were the new horror kings, and it seems like A24 is replacing them. So A24 is making a lot, and it's a lot of stuff that I like. I know it's just a coincidence, but it feels like it's like they're targeting, like, a lot of stuff I like is going to them. What's next? An A24 Ninja Turtles? Are the A24 guys gonna team up with Blumhouse and make the next FNEF movie? A24 Undertale movie, that'd be crazy. But I'm getting off track here. Point is, why is A24 making just about everything now? Not literally. Not literally. They're not literally making everything, but, like, it seems like they are. They're making a Barney movie. Barney! I don't know if that's still happening, but they were going to. Why are they making everything? Why does A24 keep sneaking into my life? It's crazy. But that little side rant about, not a rant, is it a rant? I don't know. That little side tangent about A24 is aside. I don't know what they're possibly going to do with this new movie. Is it going to follow up the Netflix movie, or is this going to be another reboot? It's probably going to be another reboot. This franchise is known for that. Every Texas Chainsaw movie is, for the most part, an alternate timeline sequel like Halloween. But they never get a series of sequels, usually. It's always just, make a movie, time to reset, start from the first movie again. Make a movie, time to reset, start from the first movie again. Then we had the actual reboot from 2003, which had a prequel. So there we go, that's different. Then we had Texas Chainsaw 3D, which, again, screw everything, only continuing off the original. Everything else is not canon. And then we got a prequel to the first movie that's still in continuity with Texas Chainsaw 3D 2013. And I'm like, okay, got something going here. That prequel from 2017, Leatherface, wasn't a very good movie, but still. They were going to have 5 more movies in that timeline, but they lost the rights. So we almost had a consistent line of sequels going, but nope, now it's time to hit a hard reboot again. So Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2022 from Netflix. You could just say it only follows from the first movie, and it's another, ignore all the other sequels, alternate timeline. But they said this one is a pick and choose. It's a requel, so you can, whatever you want to be canon can be. It works with all of them. Except for, obviously, the 2003 continuity universe, because that's its own thing. So, that's interesting. So, that's different. You can pick and choose. I wonder if that's going to apply for this new movie, or if this new movie will contradict the 2022 Netflix movie. So you can't add it into that timeline. We'll see. Again, this movie, I don't even know if it's still probably early in development. We don't know what the story is going to be. We don't know what everything's going to happen. It's crazy. My personal preferred favorite timeline to choose with Chainsaw 3D, or 3D, Chainsaw 2022, is the first one, the second one, and then 2022. That feels like, maybe throw Texas Chainsaw 3 in there for good measure maybe, but nah. As much as I think Chainsaw 3 is overhated and it's not as bad as people say it is, it could be better, obviously. It's not great, but it's not dog shit. It gets overhated, but I still would switch it out with the 2022 Netflix movie, personally. That one's just a little more entertaining. Because one of the complaints with all the Texas Chainsaw sequels and whatever is that they just seem to be like remakes of the first movie. The second one was which was also the only one made by the same people as the first one, ironically, Toby Hooper and all them. The second one is the only one that tries to be different, try to do its own thing, tell its own story, and be crazy. But then the third one, as much as people say it's a remake of the first one, sort of, but it's definitely different. But I see what they're saying. Follows the same like plot line of, instead of like 4 friends, this time it's 2. It's a couple, but still, it's them going out to nowhere, stopping at a gas station, meeting the family without even knowing, and then they get lost, get picked up by Leatherface's family, and then there's a dinner scene, and there's the getaway scene. So there's the similarities, but outside of that, the third movie does stray. Like, Sally never beat Leatherhead over the head with a rock, and there was no I forget his name, but the Black Army guy from the third movie that shot up the family, I forgot his name, but him, there was nothing like that in the first movie. So it takes the same concept, but it's not actually like remaking the first movie. Meanwhile, the next movie, Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Next Generation, aka The Return of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, or otherwise just known as Texas Chainsaw Massacre 4, it's batshit crazy, but parts of it are literally directly remaking the first movie. But, like, done weirdly. Like, he does the whole, put the woman in the freezer bit, but he does it out of order. Instead of hook then freezer, he does freezer then hook, which is different, but still, they're following the same thing. They're just, doing it slightly differently. Then they have the dinner scene, which is a bit more batshit crazy than the first movie, because Matthew McConaughey is hamming it up and being all crazy, accidentally killing one of his own family members. Man, the fourth movie, it's crazy, but it's also more of a remake of the first movie than the third one is. Okay, so outside of the bits that are just recreating what happened in the first movie, what's different about the fourth one? Well, it starts out at a prom, and the 4 main characters here who go out there aren't going out there like on purpose to go do something. The main character sees her boyfriend cheating, so she just wants to get out of there, but he follows her. And they just happen to be bringing along their 2 friends who are in the back or something. I don't remember. It's been years since I've seen the movie. But by coincidence, those 2 friends happen to be in the back. I guess they were having sex or something. So they get unintentionally dragged along. So she was just trying to get away and clear her head after catching her boyfriend cheating. And this jackass is trying to justify his cheating like a jackass. And then they end up in the middle of nowhere and they crash into someone. So they have to go find help. And then that's how they get mixed up with Leatherface's family. Man. So that's... And then let's see what other differences. We got the woman who, calls the help, which is actually... She's part of the family, and the person she calls to help is part of the family. That's Matthew McConaughey. That's different. That didn't happen in the first movie, so there's a difference there. Matthew McConaughey being batshit crazy, that's not in the first movie. Seriously, Matthew McConaughey is crazy in this fucking movie. This movie is bad, but it's almost worth it just to see Matthew McConaughey be a lunatic. It's fucking almost entertaining enough to actually go out of your way to watch this movie. They recreate the chase scene from, the end from the first movie, but it ends differently. Also, there's this twist or subplot about the Leatherface family throughout all these movies has been part of the Illuminati, or at least something akin to the Illuminati. And that's why they do this stuff to people. And it's like, okay, we're getting ridiculous now. So the fourth movie is batshit insane, but is it a batshit insane in a good way, like the second movie? Well, I guess it's up to opinion. Most people say the fourth movie sucks. And I will agree, it does kind of suck. But the Matthew McConaughey bits are fucking funny. They kill him off, though. That's the difference. So instead of Leatherface, watching his brother get ran over by a truck and then he gets hit with a wrench and cuts his own leg with his own chainsaw, here a random airplane propeller cuts Matthew McConaughey's throat, killing him, and then Leatherface just freaks out, all sad. Leatherface doesn't even get hurt. They do kill a random old couple who tried to help the main character get away at the end. I mean, we assume they're dead. We don't see them again, so I just assume they're dead. Flip the freaking truck over. Or RV. That's another difference. They were chasing after her instead of on foot, like in the first movie. They were chasing after her in like a truck. Until they make the RV crash. Then they go after her on foot for some reason, which then Matthew McConaughey gets hit by that plane. And the plane was sent by the Illuminati people. I guess because he wasn't doing a good job at what they wanted him to do, so they killed him. It's crazy. Anyway, I'm going on a rant. This is a big side tangent. Point is, I got way sidetracked. I just rambled. This is just a video of me rambling, basically. But the point is, the people complaining about all the Chainsaw sequels being just remakes of the first one, there's some merit to it, but they're not fully remakes once you step back and analyze them a good bit. There's a lot more to them, but does that make them good? It's up to your opinion. I think the third one's alright. It's a bland, more sanitized version of what the first movie was. That doesn't make it bad, that just makes it not as unique as the first one. And the fourth one is good if you like batshit crazy, so bad it's good type movies. Could also say about the second one, but most people don't like the fourth one. Next would be the 2003 remake, or reboot, reimagining, whatever you want to call it. That one, you would excuse it for, following bits from the first movie, because it's supposed to do that. It's like a remake reboot. But they don't have a dinner table scene. That was one of the core important parts, and you don't have that? The fuck? The next one, the prequel, Texas Chainsaw Massacre at the beginning, does have a dinner table scene, so I guess they were saving it? I don't know. But yeah, the 2003 reboot and the prequel have the same exact plot of a group of friends going out, and then they wind up with the Leatherface family. So the beginning, because it has the dinner table scene, is more of a remake than the first one, but point is, the first one you could excuse it. The second one, come on, be different. Finally, we get to Texas Chainsaw 3D 2013, and it's finally different. It's not just like a remake of the first movie. There's no dinner table scene or anything. It's finally a new plot, and a lot of people didn't like it. I liked it. Maybe I'm biased because I saw it in theaters when it was new, so maybe I got that nostalgia bias. I don't know. But I liked it. Sure, it's a little silly, but it's entertaining. And it's not just rehashing, remaking the first movie and then adding some new stuff to disguise the fact that it's a remake like the other ones did. This is actually trying to tell a new story with new plot beats and everything. And still people didn't like it. Then we had Leatherface, the prequel to the 2013 one, which I fucking hated. It's unique and different, but not in the same way as Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 or Texas Chainsaw 3D. It doesn't even feel like a Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie. It feels like a totally unrelated movie. It's not the same. It's too different. They went too far. So 3 and 4, plus the 2003 and the Texas Chainsaw Beginning movie, are all too similar to the first one. And then this one is too different. So, oof. Next, we have the 2022 version, which, again, not a remake. It's different. It doesn't have the same plot beats. There's no dinner table scene. It's different. It's a different plot. And some people still didn't like it. I mean, At the time when it first came out, it was bashed on, but a lot of people are coming around to it. I liked it. It was good. It was trying to be different, just like the second movie in the series was doing. So I think it was like this is the true Texas Chainsaw 3 right here. So you have Texas Chainsaw Massacre, 1974, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 from 1986, and then we have Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2022. That's the real true trilogy right there, in my opinion. So my question is, what's this next movie going to be? Is it going to fall back on the trend of just trying to recreate the first movie again? Scene by scene, bit by bit, start with the same plot and everything. Some people, whether it be a group of friends or a couple, whatever, a group of people end up going out into the Texas outback or whatever you call it, get mixed up with the Leatherface family, and then scenes from the first movie just play out, recreating the stuff like the hook, the dinner table scene, etc., and then ending on a similar note, maybe with a slight tweak. Is that what the next one's going to be, or is it actually going to have a different story? I hope it has a different story, because I think the reason why the Texas Chainsaw Massacre series was so slow when it comes to pumping out sequels compared to other franchises is because they're way more predictable than any other slasher, because they followed that same formula for so long. For the first 6 movies of this franchise, the second one was the only one that deviated. The rest, from 3, 4, the reboot, and the prequel to the reboot, are all just basically remakes of the first movie. Slightly different, but still, at its core, just kind of remake-ish. And they finally started doing different with 2013, and people didn't like it, even though I thought it was fine. The next one was way too different, though. They went too far. And then I think they got back on the right track again. But again, I guess it's all up to opinion and cup of tea. Some people didn't like the modern day, making fun of the modern day generation jokes, like live streaming, like you're going to get canceled, bro. I could see why some people think that's cringe, but I thought it was good. I thought it was funny. It's like, you're going to get canceled, bro. Bitch, I'm Leatherface. I don't care. So, is this new one coming out from A24 going to be another requel like the Netflix one, where you could pick and choose which ones you want it to be canon and whatnot? Or is it going to be a solid, no, everything else didn't happen, it's not canon, only the first movie? Or is this going to be a complete reboot like the 2003 universe? Is this going to be a solid restart? Or a remake? Like the 2003 one, it gets called remake and gets lumped in with the remake era of horror, which I think we're finally starting to get out of somewhat. It took us like 20 years, but we're finally starting to get out of it. But people say the Texas Chainsaw Massacre really kick-started it, even though it was already starting, but it really started to pick up speed with Texas Chainsaw. But by definition, it's not a remake, because it doesn't follow the same thing beat for beat, but just change a couple things. It's slightly different. It's more like a reboot, possibly reimagining. I'm not sure which one. It's like a gray area. I'm not sure where it falls, but is this next one going to be another reboot? Is it going to be an actual remake? Or another reimagining? Reinvention? That's another term I heard. I heard that term get used for Mutant Mayhem when it wasn't out yet, and I was like, the hell's a reinvention? What other... It took me... I could figure out what these terms meant. Remake, reboot, reimagine. I figured out what they all mean. They have clear, defined definitions that I made up myself, but I was probably pretty close to what the actual definitions are, because, I mean, it makes sense. What the fuck is a reinvention? What is that? What's the difference between that and a normal reboot, a remake, or a reimagining? I don't know. Maybe I'll make a video where I try to figure that out, but I gave up on that. So what the hell is this new Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie gonna be? That's what I'm wondering. What is this new Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie going to even be? And is it going to be good? I hope it's good. I hope it doesn't fall back into the same trap that the beginning of the franchise had. I hope it just tries to do a new story with new beats, and I hope it actually works and people like it. Because this franchise needs all the help it can get. Its chainsaw is running low on gas, and it needs new fuel. It needs new fuel to start. Fuel, if you get my metaphor. It had a great start with the 74 one, and then didn't do another movie for 12 years. Because this was before, Hollywood decided to pump out sequel after sequel and big successful slasher franchises. Plus, Tobe Hooper and them probably never planned on a sequel. But 12 years later, they decided on a whim, fuck it, let's do it. Let's make a sequel for the hell of it. But let's not try to do the first movie again. Let's not try to capture lightning in a bottle twice. That never works. Let's just do our own thing. And that was the best decision because the second movie is fucking awesome for different reasons than the first. It's not the same lightning as the first movie. They caught lightning in a bottle a different time, a different kind of lightning. It was good. Some people don't like it, but fuck them. I mean, everyone's entitled to their opinion, of course, but fuck them. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 was good. I love it. Chop Top is the best character, I swear. And you may be wondering why I've been saying Leatherface family instead of their names, and that's because it changes from movie to movie. In the original, they were never clear, but they left two possibilities, either Sawyer or Slaughter. I prefer Sawyer. Slaughter is too on the nose. In the sequel, the second and the third one went with Sawyer family. Next Generation went with Slaughter. And the reboot timeline said, screw both of those, we're going to go Hewitt. We're just going to use the name Hewitt. Just fucking make something up. But then the next, when the Chainsaw 3D, they went back to Sawyer. And I'm wondering what the 2022 Netflix one, I don't think they ever say which one it was in that one. So I guess you can pick and choose. Depending on which sequel you want it to be connected to, you can just choose whatever one. I'm going Sawyer. I was upset when the video game by Gunn went with the Slaughter name. They should have went with Sawyer. Yeah, it's neither here nor there, though. So what's the next movie going to be? Is it going to be Sawyer, Slaughter, Hewitt, or make something else up? Is the next movie possibly going to be a remake of the 2003 movie? So a remake of a reboot? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Sorry about that pause there. Mom came down. She's making food. So I'm going to finish this video outside. I guess, like I said, only time will tell. I'm hoping they go with Sawyer. And I hope it's not, again, just a remake of the first movie. I hope they keep doing original plots. And I hope this movie doesn't just try to... All the sequels, to a degree, have been just trying to recapture the lightning in the bottle of the first movie. Trying to recreate that feel and that everything. Kitty! Hello? You kitty kitty. Yeah, it never works. Anyway, that's what they've been doing. The second one said, screw that, do my own thing. Same thing with Chainsaw 3D and Leatherface, but Leatherface went too far. And then the Netflix one also tried to do its own thing. I hope this next one doesn't try to recapture the first movie or try to recapture the second movie or the Netflix one or the 2013 one. I hope it also tries to do its own thing, and I hope it also does it well and gets good and gets successful and gets loved. I don't know why Texas Chainsaw 2 got love for being different, but then the 2013 one and the Netflix one got shit. I hope this next movie, if it does different good and it gets liked. I hope. Hell, if it's better than the Netflix one, oh, kitty's coming here. Maybe I can pet the kitty. If it's better than the Netflix one, Maybe I'll change my mind and make it the definitive third in my head. Maybe. Kitty? Hey, kitty. Hey, kitty, kitty. Kitty. Kitty, kitty. Oh, hey, kitty. Kitty, kitty. Kitty. Kitty, kitty. Kitty, it's okay. Alright, I'll leave you alone. Anyway, that's all I have to say. I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Kitty? Kitty? Kitty, kitty? Kitty? Hey, kitty, kitty, kitty? Kitty? Hey, kitty, kitty? Kitty, kitty? Hey, kitty, kitty, kitty? My legs are hurting me right now, trying to get this kitty to come near me. Hey, kitty. Oh, my legs. Hey, kitty. Oh, my legs. I can't stay like this. Ow. Ow, my legs. Oh, my legs. Kitty. Alright, see you guys next time. Peace.